Let's go. Number 10, Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui by locals. It's one of Earth's most mysterious places, a tiny speck in the Pacific, famous for nearly 900 massive moai statues.
Carved between 1250 and 1500 AD, some moai weigh over 14 tons, with the tallest reaching 33 feet.
Scientists still debate how ancient people moved these giants across the island without modern technology. Take a look at this. This is how it looks now, and what it could look like in the future. See the difference?
The island receives over 100,000 tourists annually, more than 15 times its population, leaving garbage behind.
Tourists physically damage the statues and crush the island's fragile ecology, even chipping off moai pieces as souvenirs.
It gets worse. Rising sea levels erode the coastline, putting several statues near the shore at risk of falling into the ocean.
Future generations might only see them in photos. If you think that's bad, wait until you see what's happening to number 9.
Number 9, Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania, the tallest mountain in Africa, standing at 19,341 feet. Its snow-capped peak, rising above the African plains, is one of nature's most iconic images. But that legendary snowcap is vanishing. In just over a century, this iconic peak lost 85% of its ice.
The rate is accelerating. Scientists predict the snow will be completely gone by 2033, less than 10 years from now.
This isn't just about losing a pretty view. These glaciers feed rivers, providing water to millions of people. When the ice goes, the water goes. Farms dry up, wildlife suffers, and entire communities lose their livelihood. Kilimanjaro won't just lose its beauty, it'll lose its purpose. Speaking of paradise being destroyed,
Wait until you see what happened to this next island. Number 8. This particular tropical island. Crystal clear turquoise water, white sand, and lush green hills. This celebrated beach is named one of the world's top 10 beaches.
this is how it looks now, beautiful, right? Scientists predict it will look like this. Culebra has a violent history. For decades, the US Navy used it as a live fire bombing range, dropping thousands of explosives on this tiny island. Wildlife was devastated, soil contaminated, and unexploded ordnance still litters the ground to this day. Bombing stopped in 1975 after protests. People hoped for recovery, but mass tourism arrived, causing even more damage. Careless visitors trample coral reefs, leave trash everywhere, and disturb nesting sea turtles. Marine biologists warn that without change, the magical coral reefs could be dead within decades. Madagascar's situation might be worse.
Number 7. Madagascar. Madagascar is literally like nowhere else on Earth.
Separated from the Indian subcontinent 88 million years ago, its isolation created a biodiversity miracle.
90% of its wildlife, like lemurs, chameleons, and baobab trees, exists nowhere else on Earth. Madagascar has lost 90% of its original forest cover due to slash and burn farming, illegal logging, and charcoal production.
Every year, roughly 200,000 hectares disappear, and here's what makes it truly heartbreaking.
There are hundreds of species in these forests that science hasn't even discovered yet.
Some species might cure diseases or reshape evolution, but they could go extinct before discovery. Look at this.
This is what's left and what's coming. You'd think natural wonders are most at risk, but even history's greatest human structure is crumbling.
Take a look. Number 6. The Great Wall of China. Over 13,000 miles long, built over 2,000 years.
One of the new 7 wonders, a symbol of ambitious human engineering. This is how it looks now, incredible.
But the wall is falling apart. Not just from age. Over 10 million tourists visit every year.
Many tourists collect stones as mementos, resulting in tons of lost material. Unsanctioned alterations, such as etching marks, also occur. Local farmers repurpose bricks for fences and houses, and entire sections are transferred through unofficial channels. Nature is also relentless. Brutal sandstorms erode what remains in desert regions. 22% of the Great Wall is already gone. That's roughly 1,200 miles vanished. Look at this. Some sections already look like this.
Nothing but rubble in the sand. The next place is just as ancient and fragile.
Number 5. Bagan, Myanmar. Imagine a vast plain with over 2,000 Buddhist temples, pagodas, and monasteries.
All built in the 11th and 12th centuries. At its peak, over 10,000 structures stood here. Even today, hundreds of ancient spires rising through the morning mist is absolutely unforgettable. Take a look.
From 1995 to 2008, Myanmar attempted restoration. However, with international tourism, visitors flooded in.
Visitors climbed the pagodas for Instagram photos and selfies. The 900-year-old brickwork couldn't handle it.
Cracks appeared, walls crumbled. Then, in 2016, a magnitude 6.8 earthquake hit, damaging nearly 400 temples.
Number 5. Bagan, Myanmar. Imagine a vast plain with over 2,000 Buddhist temples, pagodas, and monasteries. The next entry is about a capital city that might not survive the century. Number 4. Nuuk, Greenland. Nuuk is Greenland's capital, with a population of about 19,000. It's one of the world's smallest and most remote capitals.
Surrounded by fjords, icebergs, and untouched Arctic wilderness, Nuuk experiences northern lights in winter and midnight sun in summer. But Nuuk faces a double threat. First, the government plans to expand gemstone mining for rubies and sapphires. This means mines, roads, and infrastructure cutting through pristine wilderness. Second, and this is the big one, Greenland's ice sheet loses 270 billion tons of ice yearly. The Arctic is warming 4 times faster than the rest of the planet. Scientists predict coastal ice could melt significantly by 2100. Nuuk sits right on the edge. Look at this projection. This is what's at stake. The next entry isn't just about losing a city. It's about losing an entire unique ecosystem. Number 3. Lake Nicaragua. It's the only place in the world where freshwater sharks live. Bull sharks travel from the Caribbean Sea up the San Juan River into the lake. Scientists have been fascinated for decades.
It's one of the most remarkable examples of animal adaptation on Earth. The lake spans over 3,000 square miles. Hundreds of species and millions rely on it for drinking water. In 2014, the government approved a controversial project, the Nicaraguan Canal, a massive waterway to connect the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, cutting directly through the lake.
This is what's at stake. The next entry isn't just about losing a city. It's about losing an entire unique ecosystem.
Dredging and ship traffic could contaminate freshwater, killing sharks and countless other species.
The project faces delays, but isn't canceled. This lake's future is hanging by a thread. Now, number 2 truly keeps scientists up at night. We're not just talking about losing a landmark. We're talking about losing an entire country. Number 2, the Seychelles. Just hearing the name conjures paradise. White sand, crystal water, giant Aldabra tortoises on 115 islands in the Indian Ocean.
Consistently ranked among Earth's most beautiful places, but the Seychelles beaches are drowning, and that's no exaggeration.
Warming oceans are killing coral reefs that protect islands from waves. Without these barriers, the coastline erodes faster. Beaches are literally being washed away, meter by meter, year by year. Since the 1970s, the Seychelles lost significant coral reefs.
Sea levels could rise 1 to 3 feet by 2100. For islands barely above sea level, that's not a problem.
It's a death sentence. Look at this. This is what's coming. An entire country, its culture, its history.
Its people could vanish beneath the waves. Scientists say it's not a question of if, but when. And now, number 1. This is the big one, affecting every ocean on Earth. Number 1. The Great Barrier Reef, Australia. The Great Barrier Reef is Earth's single largest living structure, a massive organism visible even from outer space. Over 1,400 miles long, with nearly 3,000 individual reef systems and over 1,500 fish species. 400 types of coral, sea turtles, dolphins, and whale sharks. It's alive, and it's dying. Here's how it works. When ocean temperatures rise just 1 degree Celsius above normal, tiny algae inside the coral get expelled. Those algae give coral its color and 90% of its food. Without them, the coral turns white. That's called bleaching. If temperatures don't drop fast enough, the coral starves and dies.
This is a healthy reef, and this is a bleached one. The Great Barrier Reef suffered 5 mass bleaching events in 8 years.
It's lost over half its coral since 1995. When coral dies, everything else dies with it. Fish, turtles, sharks, the entire food chain collapses. If temperatures keep rising, the reef could be functionally dead by 2050. That's within our lifetime. This vibrant underwater world could become a ghostly graveyard of white skeletons. Look at this final comparison. This is what we're about to lose. 10 incredible places, all disappearing while we're still alive. The Earth doesn't need us. It was here for billions of years before us, and will be long after we're gone. But the world as we know it, these beaches, reefs, mountains, and ancient monuments, is changing. That world needs our help right now. Which place shocked you the most? Tell me in the comments.
If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button. It helps this reach people who need to see it. Subscribe, tap the bell,
and share this with someone who cares. Thanks for watching. Stay on the bright side of life. See you in the next one.